Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today's video is going to be my March 2018 faves and fails. As you guys know, I try a lot of makeup, a lot of skincare, and so I like to give you a little report at the end of the month about what worked and what didn't. So let's start with the faves. I always like to talk about the faves first and then we go into the fails. Wah, wah. So the first thing that I wanted to show you is a fave from a few months ago. This is my Finishing Touch Flawless. This is a little face shaver. I actually did 2 videos on this. Since then, I've continued to use this and continue to love it. But over time, my shaving head got dull, and so I wanted to show you guys that I did pick up some replacement heads. I know some people had asked on the original video, and I couldn't find where there were replacement heads, but I found these on Amazon, and they pop right on there. It's 2 for like $12.99, and so I'll put a link to these and of course to everything else that I'm going to show you in today's video in the information box below the video. So I solved the problem of the dull heads, but then battery ran out. So I opened it up to change the battery, which is really easy to do if you have this guy. You just pull on the back end here, there's the battery, and I was like, great, let me just replace this. I have, double A's laying around. Well, this is not a double A battery. This is a 1.5 volt battery, but it's not rectangular, it's round, and so of course I don't have any of these. So that meant, I had to put it on my shopping list and get one at the store, which I have not done yet. But in the meantime, a viewer wrote in and said that they noticed that Finishing Touch had come out with a rechargeable version of this, and I was like, what? A rechargeable version? That would be awesome. So I'm not saying you have to run out and buy the rechargeable version, but I did. Because that's the way I am. So, the battery one, I might just put in my travel bag, get it new battery, stick it in my travel bag, and then I'll have it with me all the time. So this little guy was $19.99, I believe. This little guy is $29.99. So the rechargeable one is black, and it comes with the charging cable. The only thing it doesn't come with is the actual wall outlet thing. So if you have a phone charger, you have to plug this in there, or you have to plug it into your computer to charge it. But it's really simple and easy to use. This just goes into a little port at the bottom of the unit. I have mine all charged up and ready to go. So you can see that is ready to work. So I am set to go with my face shaving. So next up in skincare is Curology. Curology is an online subscription acne and anti-aging medication service. This is a way to get your tretinoin prescribed and sent to you every month or every other month, and you don't have to go to the doctor, you don't have to hassle with the insurance and all that other stuff. If you have acne, it's a way to get your tretinoin and some acne medication in one formula. Mine is tretinoin, clindamycin, and azelaic acid. I've been using this for about a month and a half, almost 2 months now. This is my second bottle of it, and my skin has never been so clear. Like, I have been on tretinoin for 5 years and I love the results I get with that, but I always still had acne. Even though tretinoin is an acne medication, I always still had like 4 or 5 pimples going. And so now I haven't had a pimple since I started on this. It's nice to get rid of the pimples, at least, since I can't seem to get rid of the wrinkles. I'm getting older and older every minute, and so I'm not going to be able to get rid of the wrinkles. But the tretinoin helps me to keep them looking their best and keep them forming at a slower pace. They're offering the first month for free, so if you want to give that a try, it's $24.95 a month. For some people, it's going to be more economical than going for the doctor and the referral and then the prescription at a local pharmacy. For others, this will be more expensive and it won't be for you. So I'm just throwing it out there as an option for people, a way to get your tretinoin online. So really great product, really great service, loving that. I can't use my prescription retinoid on my neck, it's just too sensitive. And since my neck started becoming sensitive, it's sensitive to like everything. I don't know, I want to say once every month or once every other month, I end up making a mistake on my neck and then it turns red and inflamed and it looks awful. And so one of the things that I use to help it get back to normal is my Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 serum. This serum, like, it's an anti-aging serum, but for me it's so moisturizing and soothing because it also does contain hyaluronic acid and glycerin and aloe, and so it's just a really nice soothing serum that also has some anti-aging, like a little bit of anti-aging active in there. And something that I'll show you in the fails from this month my neck was again red and raw and irritated. And I used this and the next product that I'm going to show you to help to really help it recover. So anytime you want to order stuff from Timeless, if you just go to their website and you're on there and you're putting in your order, just, you know, put in my discount at checkout. It's HF5 off, and you can get your $5 off. You don't have to use a link below my video or anything like that, just anytime you're ordering. And then the other thing that I used to help heal up my neck, and boy did it work quickly, was this little guy, Egyptian Magic. Have you guys seen this? Like, this has been around for years and years. I always see it, and I was like, I'm kind of curious about that. I think I'll get it. I was putting stuff in my Amazon cart, and it was like $16, so I thought, let me give it a try. Just about anything else that I use burns, and so I need to put on a moisturizer, something to like help with the moisture barrier, help to keep the water loss from happening, and this turned out to be great. So what this contains is olive oil, beeswax, honey, bee pollen, royal jelly, and propolis. It's kind of a solid balm kind of thing, you know, so you have to like dig your finger in there, and then when you get it out and put it on your skin, it like melts with the warmth of your skin. It's very thick, it's very like kind of sticky and gooey, but it's the kind of thing that I put it on when I really need to heal my skin, and oh my gosh, did it work. It can also make a really great like overnight moisturizer for if your skin is really super dry and you're looking to keep some moisture in there. So let's move on to makeup. I know I've been talking about skincare for way too long. So one of my makeup faves from this month was the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. I wore an eyeshadow in my recent sunscreen video, and so many of you love the eyeshadow. You asked for a tutorial on it. I haven't done it yet, but I just wanted to show you the palette that it was from in this video. So this is actually a two-sided palette. It has 8 eyeshadows on one side, and it has 4 blushes and highlighters on the other side. And then it's so cute. This is magneted in there, but it's got this little removable mirror as a divider. So I'm wearing it again today. I think the eyeshadows are just so beautiful. I've been so into all these pinky colors this spring and really kind of breaking out of my comfort zone of all the taupes and the tans. Then on the blush and highlighter side, it's 3 blushes that are all beautiful shades, 2 like more backtalky cool colors, but it's really nice that they threw in a nice peachy tone as well. So if you wanted to do like a warmer eyeshadow, you can have a warmer blush, and then they have this highlighter. And oh my gosh, I wore this highlighter for the first time in a Foundation Friday that I did a couple weeks ago. I think it was on the Bye Bye foundation from It Cosmetics, which I also liked. But anyway, you can see the whole Foundation Friday on that. I'll link that up there as well. But I was wearing this highlighter in that video, and when I went out into the kitchen and did the kitchen light, I was like, oh my God, this highlighter, I am in love with it. I'm wearing it today, and I really, really like it. It's got pink in it, and so it's, you know, cooler than a lot of the more goldy kind of highlighters, but it's really, really pretty, and it sits on the skin so nice, and it just diffuses the light so beautifully. It doesn't have a lot of like glitter chunks or sparkle in it, but it just is so subtle and just it's almost blurring. It doesn't accentuate like your texture and stuff. So really, really great. Loving this palette. It's $46, kind of spendy. The eyeshadows are good. I've seen a lot of complaints online about them having no color payout, which I don't get because I got a lot of color payout from this today. You know, I do like more subtle eyeshadow looks. I don't like it to be really like huge bright, and so even when I venture into colors, I still like my eyeshadow to look subtle. So if you are someone who doesn't like a subtle eyeshadow, have I got a palette for you. It's a mermaid shell. Tarte has done this whole new launch of mermaid stuff. There are brushes, there are highlighters, there's just mermaid stuff galore. This is the Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palette. This is the most beautiful packaging. You know, I'm not a mermaid, but my daughter's a mermaid. I swear this girl was born with gills. She was swimming at like 2. And look, right in here, it's so her because in the little mirror, it says 99% mermaid, which is what that girl is. So these colors are just so beautiful, and you know the way that they're in there like little fish scales. This is not the kind of palette that I would normally gravitate to. I did buy it for my daughter, but I wanted to show you guys this because it is just so pretty, and it could be a real fave for someone if you like a lot of color or if you know someone who likes a lot of color. All right, another makeup fave this month is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I haven't loved a drugstore mascara in a long, long time. This is great. This actually reminds me a lot of my current favorite mascara, which is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Knockout. The brush is different though. I prefer the brush on the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Knockout to this one. This one, the brush is a little big and a little furry, and you know, I really don't enjoy these big Christmas tree brushes because, you know, the older I get, the clumsier I get with putting on my mascara, and most of the time I end up with mascara on my eyeshadow, and you know, I don't like that. It gives very much the look of Estee Lauder Sumptuous Knockout, but you know, at a fraction of the price. It didn't flake, it didn't chip, so this has been absolutely great. Absolutely loving that. Next up is not really skincare, not really makeup, but anyway, it's a eyelash growth serum. You guys know that I've used eyelash growth serum for a long time. I first started with Latisse. That worked, but it hurt. Then I switched to Rapid Lash. That worked, but after 2 years it just stopped working all of a sudden. Then I switched to Revitalash. That worked, but it's super expensive. And so I thought, well, let me try something else. So the past month, 2 months, I have been using Babe Lash. It's like $45 for this tube, which is 0.07 ounces. So it's about half the price as Revitalash. It has the tiny little brush that I like. You just do one swipe at the base of the lashes and one swipe at, you know, across each brow at night before you go to bed, and that's it. They're really easy to use. I think this is working better on the brows than on the lashes because I've noticed like maybe moderate increase in my lashes, but really big increase in my brows. Okay, the major fail of this video, it's the thing that I was telling you gave me the terrible neck irritation. Nope, it wasn't a cream, it wasn't a serum, it wasn't a lotion. It was the Sio Neck Lift Overnight Wrinkle Smoothing Patch. A lot of you guys have asked me over the years if I've tried these wrinkle smoothing patches, and I really hadn't. Oh, look who's visiting. Hi, Catherine. What are you doing? What brings you in today? She must want some snacks. That's usually when she comes to visit. Okay, so back to the Sio Neck Lift. So what is this? This is a medical grade silicone patch that basically you wear on your neck overnight while you sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, your wrinkles are supposed to be magically gone. So, I mean, look at this girl's neck. Is anyone's neck really that unwrinkly? Oh well, I don't know. But anyway, this costs $30 for this one patch. And here it is. It's like the size and shape of a panty liner. It's got a peel away plastic cover on the adhesive side, and then you just peel that off, you stick it to your neck, and you go to sleep, which I did. Anyway, the Sio Neck Lift patch is made from silicone and oxygen. These basic atoms are cross-linked with hydrogen and carbon to create a breathable microclimate that draws moisture to the surface of the skin. The result is noticeably smoother, firmer, and lifted skin. Well, that was not the case for me. What did my skin look like? It looked angry and it looked red, and it proceeded to get more and more angry and more red as time passed. The adhesive from this stuff really irritated my skin, even though I washed my skin right away. The before pictures are from just before I put it on the night before. The after pictures first are of right after I took it off. And as you can see, the immediate effect is that at the top of it, where when I would move my neck and it would press against the edge of it, it was very red and irritated there. I think in the middle it might be slightly puffed out, but I don't really see a huge difference in my wrinkles. So then I went up and took a shower. I took some more pictures after my shower, and this is probably when it looked the best. It looked like all the redness and irritation from the top line was gone, and my neck looked maybe slightly better, but it certainly didn't get rid of, you know, all my neck wrinkles and plump my skin out and make it like, oh my God, this is amazing. But then I came back before I went to bed that night and look at my neck at 10 o'clock that night. So red and so irritated. So the adhesive from this stuff really irritated my skin, even though I washed my skin right away. It was awful. I will not be using those pads again. If you have any kind of sensitive skin and you're sensitive to adhesives, I would not try it. And I can't say that it really did anything for my wrinkles either. Even when it looked its nicest, my neck looked pretty much the same. Okay, so then the last product that I wanted to talk about is the Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint Healthy Glow. I am starting to do some testing looking for a nice BB cream that I can use or a tinted moisturizer, and this is a new product that I saw at Sephora, so I picked it up and this was just an epic fail. I got the wrong color. This is 3C beige, which seems like it should be a good color for me, but when I put it on it was so pale and so like pink and weird. Like, just looking at the swatch on that, doesn't that seem like that would be a good color for my face, right? It's very, very fragrant. This has such heavy perfume in it. I couldn't stand it. It's just, the smell, too much. It's just too much. And, but it looked awful is the thing. I put it on, it is so shiny. You know, I understand the luminous, dewy thing, but it's so shiny and on my skin, it just makes every bit of the texture and the enlarged pores look 10 times worse. And then it started shiny. I powdered the whole thing down, but still within 2 hours, it was shiny again to the point that I looked like a grease slick. And by the end of the day, I just looked like I was bathed in sweat. And because it was such a weird pinky grayish color, I literally looked like The Walking Dead. I could have been like in one of those zombie things. It looks so bad. And that was $35 for this guy, which isn't a bad price point. It's 1.08 fluid ounces. All I can say is it made me just love my Chanel so much more. You know, when I put this on after not using it for like a couple of weeks because I was trying so many other things every single day, I really missed this. I really missed just putting it on and feeling like my face looked good. Like every time I passed myself in a mirror, not being like, oh gosh, oh no, there's that horrible foundation, or oh, it's so gray, I look dead, or I'm so shiny. This, you know, like for me, it's just the perfect thing. And I feel like with these faves and fails, I know I don't really like rave about that much stuff, but you know, really, this is the ultimate fave. The ultimate fave is the Chanel. All right, so that wraps up our adventures in beauty for this month, the things that I had the most success with and also the biggest failures with. So I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful and informative. If you did, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. As always, I really appreciate your time and thank you so much for watching. So have a great day and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.